Hey guys, welcome to a new YouTube video. Today is kind of different than the rest. This is my theory for the lore, for the full lore of the Yeeps hide and seek horror. Now, this isn't the full lore, but I'm making this at the second update, not where the final 2 levels are going to be released. But what I need you guys to do, again, I still need an editor. There was a guy who was going to be my editor, but stuff happened. So we still have a problem. I need an editor. Please contact me. I'll leave my Discord in the description. I need help really badly. You don't have to be good. You just have to be good enough. So this video will be unedited. But my brain cells. All right, let's go. So I'm not sure where to start, so I guess I'll start all the way over here. Now this whole line is what is the lore. So we'll start at the right to the left, and then we'll go down to the actual monster. Do you see those 2 glass cases? There was stuff I was trying to do, and then it didn't work out. But anyways, this right here is our first thing, the note. Basically, my theory is that the reason there's notes and stuff is because there was someone here before us. There was a Yeep here before us. And since they only appear in level 7, and I think it's just level 7 that it appears, they need to add it more. I believe that they're going to make a revamp where there's notes in a lot of other places also and stuff. And there's hints. I think there might be one in level 8. No, there was one in level 6. Yeah, I've been needing, but yeah. But I think that there was a Yeep here before us that's giving us hints on how to escape. Now, we're going to get to the juicy stuff later, but anyways, next, let's go to this. Well, actually, no, we're going to have to go to what exactly happened, why they're all like this. So, my theory is that the reason they're all like this is because they're not infected or anything, like a lot of theories I've heard by many of my friends. No, what happened is they were never a normal family at all, everyone. And they were all bad-ish people, but they weren't horrible until some point in their timeline. My theory is right after or soon after the baby was born, like in this. Now, it's pretty hard to fully say what happened, but basically they probably started to go just a little insane. They were all getting restless and angry because of something, still not sure. No, well, and then they all decided to meet someone. Now, I'll tell you who that someone is later in the video, but you might enjoy to see it. Now, we're gonna go on to this. Now, I believe that these are simply traps set up by the family. Let me go and check. Not sure. This door. I'm trying to find the fake door, but I just couldn't. Is this a real? Oh, over here is the fake door, probably. Yeah, this is the fake door. Whatever. Yeah. That's a fake door. Oh, by the way, I'm in... So yeah, the fake door and this is probably simply traps set up. And maybe they stylized it. Now you might ask why a bookshelf's here. Well, I believe this is where they held secrets, the important and terrifying stuff about their past, written inside of big libraries. That's why the only area where this is, level 6, the only 2 areas that it connects to. I mean, no, one of the areas where you get the key connects to a library of sorts, where it's very like. There's a whole bunch of books everywhere, and the key's also on top of one of the bookshelves. No, wait. No, that's a different key. But still, it's near the... Yeah. And it's pretty terrifying to me, honestly. How you could walk past something and suddenly, boom. But yeah, this is where I believe they held their secrets. And for the right way, where the bookshelves, I already explained that. And then the left way, there's some kind of cellar where I believe they held their victims, because I believe they probably killed their enemies or people who have wronged them. Now let's get on to the paintings. Now they're all lighthearted mostly, but there's a deep meaning for each of them. First, the bear and the baby. Now I have two theories about the bear, but this one shows my first. This one has proof for my first theory. Do you see how big the bear is compared to the baby? Unless that's a normal stuffed teddy bear and the baby was born like miniature, I don't think that that's a teddy bear. I personally believe that's someone in a suit, maybe a family member, and maybe even the grandfather, because I heard a lot of people calling the fisherman the grandfather, but it's been confirmed it's not the grandfather. But maybe that's one in a suit, and they got stuck in there or something, kind of like that one analog horror of like Godzilla in a suit. Now the next one is this grandma. I cannot tell what she's holding. I seriously don't know. At first I thought it was a frog. I don't know. Maybe she's knitting. I don't know. But yeah, the grandma already seems unsettled. She's probably seen things and stuff and is terrified. Now here we have the pumpkin gnome. Personally, I believe that this one it's probably just a funny little thing. Doesn't really have no lore. Now this, I believe, probably a month or two after the... Sorry. Probably a month or two after the birth of the baby, and it was all nice. It was all sweet, and they were all a happy family until they started going insane. No, yeah. Then we have the pumpkins. Again, I think that this is just for fun, unless there are bodies inside those pumpkins. No, I'm joking. Now this is a family. You see the mother, the father, and the baby, all a happy family. Yay! Yeah, it's nice. This is when they were. I have one theory that the father went insane because his life was just horrible and he was working at a horrible job. You don't see a smile on that face. That looks like a frown. The mother doesn't have a face, and then the baby's a big smile. Again, no theory. The fisherman. I'll explain more about this, but I believe that this guy is the main bad guy inside of this all. Basically, I think that he used to be a cool dude, but if you see the name of this, it's isolated or something like that. It literally, I think he went kind of insane, being isolated on sea for years, and found them one day. And then I'll explain more once we get to the fishermen later. Next, and the final thing, we have this, which is probably their marriage. But I feel like the father did not, but I'll show you how the father looks. I think the father was the only sane one inside of this family. Now, but you see her, she's like, I don't know, it just looks off how she's holding him. Now, the three guardians. Now, I kind of forgot their names, so I won't be able to take too much, but the first guardian, this is obviously, so very obviously the mother and son and stuff. It's so very obvious if you couldn't tell. That's kind of embarrassing. Wait, maybe I can show you all the stuff. Is there a pumpkin? Or not pumpkin? Yes, good. Let me steal this. Yes. Sorry guys, I'm not the most prepared. I tried though. Okay, so see all this? Yeah. So first, fisherman. all this stuff. This one's, yeah, this is the father. Now, where is this? Oh, where's the thing I'm looking for? Oh yeah, the photos. Costume. Solitude, yes. Solitude basically means alone or away from everyone and stuff. That's basically what solitude means. Wedding, so that proves my wedding. Home. Wait! I just came up with a theory. They were the ones who lived in Blue House. Yeah! My brain just came up. Friends! Yippee! Yippee-ki-yay! Yippee! Sorry, guys. Yeah. I just came up with that house because it's called home. Yes. Lore. So yeah, this is the mother, obviously. This is the father. And then I'm not sure what this one is. So let's go back here. So this one's the crowned one. Probably just the king of where they were living at. The forgotten protector. He was probably forgotten by his family, and they didn't care about him anymore. So they only had him around just to continue getting them money and stuff. And then the lost guardian, she protected her son at all costs. And so yeah. Maybe she went insane because people were, I don't know, because she protected him. I don't know. Now let's go to all the monsters. Let's start with let's go in order from how we see them. No! Oh man. I'll fix that later. Okay, the bear first. So we're gonna get him up into here. Oh wait. No, no. Okay, so here's the bear. So you can see him. He's crazy. Wait, there's a rib cage in there. Okay. That means it has to be. My theory is that there was someone stuck in a suit, like that. That's about it. There was someone stuck in a suit. He got forced, and he was forced down. Or my other theory is that he kind of has mechanical parts to him. You see the mechanical parts? Well, basically, my theory is that he got stuck. Is that he could be some type of protection robot that the mother made, that the mother had created to protect her son, and stuff like that. So that's my main theory. Now we have to get away from him for him to despawn. Also, would have had them already all neatly lined up. He's not despawned, is he? It's gotta be annoying, don't you? Alright, I'll just do the mother next. Alright, next we have the mother. Oh god, she got up. Well, as you see, she's the easiest monster to avoid. Really slow. Wow, you want the fisherman out? How do I get them away? Okay, look, I'm going to... Oh, I know what to do. It's really easy. But yeah, she's... I think you guys understand. Oh, wait, wrong thing. I'm really sorry, guys. This video isn't edited. It would make it a lot easier if it was. Paste. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna have to paste it every time, but that's fine. Dang it. Oh, the father's the only one I actually needed. Oh, wait. No, yes, this is good. Or, no, well, he's not the only one, but he's like the main one that I really want. Or it's the second one. So, Now that we have the mother, I guess the father came before the mother, but whatever. Cannot afford this object, removing the oldest. I don't know what object. Guys, I recommend just skipping along the video. Yeah, you see the father? He's all mentally insane. Falling upside down, or his head's upside down. Basically, my theory is that he is a little cuckoo, and he went insane because of the family. He was the only sane one, and then his family drove him insane because of all the pain he went through. And I believe that the mothers did this to him and tortured him and stuff. I'm gonna have to repaste this. Alright. Now next we're gonna go to the baby. The baby, I hate the baby. I seriously hate the baby. No, but seriously, the baby's the worst one in the whole game. Okay, have to. Now the baby. The baby, I unironically think the mother probably just trained him to be bad, and that's about it. But let's look at the design. If you see, there's a stitch on his head. It's kind of difficult to see. Oh, God. Yeah, you might be able to see it. She has a stitch on his head. So I think maybe the mother might have been abusive? I'm not sure. And he got hold of stuff. Oh, there's red right there. I'm not sure what that could be. It'd be nice if we didn't have this filter. Yeah. That's the baby. Now we're almost to the most important part. So we've done all of these besides Grandma and then the fisherman, which is the one who made this whole story possible. Maybe they would have still gone insane, but probably just like... Now Grandma, I believe, has probably just gone mentally insane from seeing her daughter and her grandson become this way. And probably just decided to join them too because there's nothing left to do. She has a key on her back, probably just Steven forgot it, dementia, you know. It's real. Alright, now, the final one, or in my opinion, the most important. Fisherman, you might not understand this. Let me explain. First, this is so easy to see him. Do you see it? There's no effect, which I love. So first, let's get probably one of the most important things out of the way. Why is he important? Well, first, look at his design. Super sick. I love it. It has so much design that you barely get to see. Like, the eyes in his stomach. I never even noticed that the Yeep had an eye until now. He has a mustache. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to show you. Yeah. The jump scares don't really show much. I think it just shows you die. I mean, that's obviously. So, yeah. I don't mean to go that close. But basically, I believe that after he was isolated for probably hundreds of years, because he's, oh my God, what are you? Why are you here? Whatever. Why is there flamethrowers? Whatever. But anyways, I believe that he was isolated for hundreds of years because I heard something about it being canon that he could not physically die in any way. I believe that he went mentally insane, but he was still stable enough to seem normal. And so what he did is he is he spoke to the family, acting like an old friend or something, and tricked them into and tricked him into helping him with terrible stuff. And I believe he ended up helping them murder one person. Then they all ran and was able and pushed him out, okay? They got him out and forced him into the deep sewers. You know, the normal sewers where the father is? Well, I believe the deep sewers is where he is. It's basically deep with all of the gunk. They forced him into the deep sewers and locked him there forever, forced to simply kill. So that's why he is still in solitude, even though his name's, he's inside of the solitude thing. What is happening over there? Sorry, I keep on saying crazy stuff. I think I'm going a little cuckoo. But anyway. But yeah, I think that, but when they helped them, the mother didn't feel bad. The mother felt she kind of enjoyed it. And that's when she started to go insane. And then everyone else started going crazy and insane. And after the first Yeep went down there, after the first Yeep went down to the deep sewers, he easily killed him and gained the Yeep's powers. Or not powers, but not Yeep, like what, he killed him and simply stole his identity. He learned how to mimic voices of other Yeeps and stole their voices oh god, I forgot what it does, whatever. And he keeps on stealing their voices to this day, and I feel like he's basically what did all that. He's the evil one. So yeah, I really hoped you like all my lore and stuff on how all of this stuff came to be. I'm pretty sure that this is the end of the video. If you have any theories or anything, I would love to hear your theories. Put them down in the comments. If you're good at editing, please help me. I need help with editing. Oh god. It would be really thankful, and I would be a happy little Yeep. So remember, goodbye and subscribe.